What's up, everybody? This is Jeremiah, and today, well, first off, I'm back in the crib. I'm back in the crib. Yes, sir. I'm back in the crib. Some vacation, you know. 3 years of college is done. Last year. Next year is going to be the last, and I got to get a job. Oh, jeez. I know. It frightens me, but I have to. I really do have to. Like, it's hard out here. But anyways, I'm back in the crib once again, and today we're going to react to a video, The Fat Acceptance Problem by Ibs. Now, the fat acceptance thing was like about what? Near 2022, 2020, I don't know about 2023, but a lot in 2022, and it died down 2023 to 2024. Then no one cares about it now in today 2026. But I'm surprised people are still. I'm surprised that it's not growing, but it's still around. And it's why are around though? That's the thing. That's my question though. But we're gonna get into today. So without further ado, let's sit back, relax, and let's react to the video, shall we?
I need Ibs to make a video on this guy.
Oh, it's not the video.
Let me tell you, this tweet hit me like the bat signal. And by this guy, he means this super mutant.
This dude? I think I know this dude. I never seen him on TikTok, thank God, because I don't be on TikTok that much. But I've seen clips of him on YouTube.
He myth.
Mood. Let's eat a 30,000, my bad. 30,000 calorie breakfast from McDonald's, just a little. Yo, as a certified big back myself, I have to say this. That's not a snack. That's a whole freaking meal that can eat for what? Like what? 5 people can eat? Oh my goodness, bro. A whole family can eat that.
You guys, today for breakfast, you're gonna be eating 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 platters, you guys.
Not 5 boxes. 5 platters of pancakes. In each of those, maybe there's what? 3 pancakes? Wait a minute. Is he eating the whole breakfast? Oh, it's a whole breakfast thing? Oh, shoot. Never mind. That's 3 pancakes. That's 15 pancakes. Plus 5 eggs. Plus how many sausages? Plus 5 hash browns? Brother.
And you know what comes with 5 platters?
Oh, I don't know. Diabetes, heart failure,
BC? Oh, and he suffered from BC already. I'm gonna get canceled for that, but hey, he is.
cholesterol, calories. I don't know, man. Maybe a lot of things comes with it. Before we continue, I just gotta say though, this guy's McDonald's strongest goyam.
5 hash browns.
Of course, I should have known.
Let's eat.
Yeah, I was correct. I did the calculations in my head and I was correct. 5 hash browns. I thought it was, oh shoot, down pancakes. I thought it was pancakes.
Everything assembled. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sandwiches. I have my
hash browns.
5 hash browns, and then I have 15 pancakes, you guys.
Hey, I was correct. Huh. My food math was correct, people. 15 pancakes in those 5 things. 5 sandwiches, that's extra. That was new. I thought it was sausages. That's new to me. 5 eggs. Didn't see the eggs, though, but maybe he put the eggs inside the thing. I mean, it was a sandwich. I don't know. Because back then, the McDonald's, I used to get McDonald's breakfast. It was pancakes, eggs on the side with sausages, and I think hash brown, too. So, yeah. Those. And with syrup, too. So, yeah. But they doing sandwiches now. Didn't expect that. And you got 5 hash browns. I did my math correctly. Missed a few, but I did my math correctly.
15 pancakes? Dog, if it was just the platter here, I'd be like, all right, that's not... Okay, it's bad. Never mind.
It's bad. It's bad.
I take that back.
Ibs, it's bad. It's that bad.
And then, yeah, he just digs right in. Am I the only person that thinks it's, really disgusting when people like this start moaning as they're taking bites? I could get behind it if it was, a 4-star cooked steak, but, dude, you're eating McDonald's, hash browns, and fucking McMuffins with eggs. And while he's eating, he reaches down over to grab something orange. What do you think it is? A carrot?
Orange.
A bell pepper?
Orange soda. I mean, an orange juice. It's orange juice.
Remember, balance is key. So you have to drink, no soda.
Nope.
That's not breakfast. That's like dinner. Not even an orange juice. Not even orange juice. Oh my goodness, not even orange juice. Oh, yeah, man. Sad.
It was actually an orange soda, and he says balance is key, so we have to drink some soda. What are we balancing here? If anything, we just tipped the balance even more out of whack. The only thing that can put your blood sugar back in balance at this point is like 40 doses of an insulin shot.
Facts.
You guys, now we have the pancakes. I have so many. I don't know if I should do another part for this video.
Listen, the max pancakes I eat is like 5, maybe like 6 or other number. But 15, dang, bro. If you're thin, you could probably eat 15 though. You could probably eat 15 pancakes here, you know. Your metabolism might be fast and stuff like that. So my metabolism is fast as well. So, yeah, probably. But when you're that big eating 15 pancakes, I don't know, dog. I don't know.
Because it's a lot. Should I? I think I should.
Dude, can I put you guys on some elite ball knowledge?
Yes,
when I was
please.
a kid, my mom used to read me this bedtime story about a fictional character called Paul Bunyan. He was a giant, comedically large lumberjack with a pet ox, and he absolutely loved pancakes. This nigga just brought out the Paul Bunyan pancake stack. Look
At least Paul Bunyan was thin. At least Paul Bunyan was actually fit. He's not.
at it and said, should I eat this in the next video? Like, bro, 20 years ago, this pancake stack was considered comedically large. This guy just made that a reality. And I did hunt down his Instagram and found the pancake video. No, he couldn't finish it all. Yeah, even fat niggas have their limitations, surprisingly. Or maybe he had his guardian angel whispering in his ear that he probably shouldn't finish all that. It's been a while since we cringed at fat people.
Wow, a year
and, man,
ago,
I
wow.
have some clips that I've just been dying to talk about. Like, you know how this guy had a comedically large pancake stack? You know how Shaggy be eating those comedically large sandwiches? Bro, I have a real life example of this too.
You got a choice.
Woo! Whoa, we miss you, Jerry. Rest in peace, Jerry Springer, man. Peak show, man. Peak show. Rest in peace to him, bro. But he stink, man. He could be on the next season of 600-pound life. To be honest with you, no joke, he can.
Is it gonna be the sandwich or me? What's it gonna be?
The
Come on,
dude then
baby.
proceeds to get up and walk over to the sandwich that's probably longer than LeBron James if he was to lay down, and then take a bite out of it. To which you get, okay, this one might be scripted, but this one's just goofy. Let's move on to some more real world examples.
All the
Please.
snacks I used to eat to give me 530 pounds.
Whoa, 530 pounds is wild. That's a wild run right there, bro. Wild.
130 pounds, dog. 40 years ago, they would have locked your ass up in a zoo for people to gawk at.
Yes, we at the famous Walmart. Yes, they kind of got the best snacks. Let's go be out. First thing first, you got to grab a walking around snack. Now you got to go to the something sweet station.
As a skinny person, I am genuinely curious, what is a walking around snack? Like, usually you got, like, breakfast, lunch, midday snack, and then dinner. And your midday snack is like an apple or, like, cheese and crackers. What is this guy gonna grab?
On all fat shit.
Is that a cookie or a pie? No joke. Is that a cookie or a pie? It looks like a cookie though. But that cookie looks huge. Wow.
I would have cooked this entire container while shopping for snacks.
Whoa, wait, hold on. Let me repeat that again.
On
Whoa,
all
hold on.
fat shit. I would have cooked this entire container.
What is this
Let's
guy
repeat
gonna
that one more
grab?
time.
On all fat shit. I would have cooked this entire container while shopping for snacks. We ain't even get to our real snack shit. This is just like the taste test. It's like the warm up. You feel me?
You said you will cook that entire container? That is 6 cookies right there. The big backetry is insane, bro. I don't have this level of big backetry. I don't have that type of levels. It's hot. It's not that high. It's just like mid tier. This is like high. This is like God level. No joke.
This guy just grabbed a 6-pack of cookies and said that this was a taste test, a warm-up, an appetizer, if you would. An appetizer to get him ready for the other snacks.
We put a couple of these in our pocket, snack on while we walk.
More cookies.
I used to pop these while I was walking around too. So remind you, a combo platter.
And ice cream on a two gallons of ice cream. 2 pints of ice cream. Oh, bro.
And look, when I get home, I used to put my ice cream in the microwave, make sure it's real soft.
You're telling me this dude put ice cream in the microwave? And I bet you, guess what? He's gonna dip the donuts and the cookies into that ice cream and eat it. I bet you that's gonna happen. He's gonna use the ice cream as sauce, as chips and dip.
And pop the donuts in the ice cream.
Called it! Called it! I simply called it.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if I did that, I would actually vomit. Like, my stomach wouldn't
Same.
be able to catch up with the calories that it ingested. I would genuinely have to puke that up. We got fucking Sky Sinat over here because he's as big as the sky. I can come up with one better than that. Fry Sinat. We got Fry Sinat over here.
Fry Sinat, man. All
Here,
right.
dunking his donuts in the ice cream.
Donut ice cream milkshake. And look how many calories this shit was. 1,200 calories.
That would be almost half of my caloric intake for my entire day. And this guy
Same
is
here,
dipping
same.
donuts in that.
Ice cream sandwich is a big part of my diet. I used to grab the M&M joints from GoPuff. Or I used to grab, if my pockets wasn't that great, I used to grab the ice cream sandwiches.
You know what I'm actually really proud of this guy for? I've noticed that he's using a lot of past tense terminology like used to and stuff like that. I hope he's on like a weight loss journey. He's just showing like what he used to do. So if that's the case, then props to this guy.
After eating all them cookies and donuts while I'm shopping in the store.
Snacking while also shopping in the store is...
It's not good. Like, you're eating while buying the...
like the most big back thing I've ever heard of. But I did watch until the end of the video, and he says he makes some healthier choices and puts back the snacks, and he's consuming stuff more like protein, and he showed some fishing equipment.
Okay.
Just let y'all know, I did not leave the store with all them snacks. I got some protein bars and shit like that. I got some protein, I got some fish and shit. I ain't leave the store with no snacks.
So props to this guy for
all right, making a change,
doing the right thing, and making changes in his life.
Shoes sound heavy.
That's rude.
What kind of shoes you have on?
Size 5.
Dude, he didn't mean to be rude. He can't see that you're fat. He thought you were just a normal person wearing like boots or something.
Yeah.
He said your shoes sound heavy. He didn't say you sound fat. And she replies with, "That's rude." That's almost like a self-tell. My friend is big. Big like mountains. Big like...
Big like lakes. All right, dog. I bet you big like the ocean.
Like lakes. Big like redwoods. Okay, listen. Shout out to her for getting outside and getting active and hiking, jogging, and, enjoying life. But, like, what is up with these roasts? Like, are you trying to, like, make her feel better about herself or make her feel worse? I feel like if I told my fat friend, man, you're as big as a redwood tree. Man, you're as big as a mountain. That would be pretty offensive.
Almost tripped there.
What I eat today as someone that intermittent.
Dang it, man. Shoot. Fudge. To be fair with you, I shouldn't be complaining because I do be eating watermelon as well. So, not with the combo with fried chicken. Well, I did that once. Nah, but that was grilled chicken. That's different. Not with fried chicken and crushed soda with grape. That's a stereotype right there, right? I ain't eating the stereotype meal, right? Not doing that. Watermelon, fried chicken, and grape soda, all right? I don't be doing that, okay? I don't be doing that. I be eating watermelon though, yeah, but not the 3 deadly combo, okay?
Fast between the hours of 12 and 4.
Don't say it. Don't say it, guys. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking right now. I know. Just don't, listen, we're all thinking it. You don't got to say it. And what do you mean intermittent fasting 12 to 4? Are you meaning 12 a.m. to 4 p.m.? Because that would be intermittent fasting. If you're talking about 12 p.m. to 4 p.m., 4 hours, that would just be skipping brunch. You know, the one meal that nobody really eats in between breakfast and lunch? I mean, assuming you eat breakfast at like 9 a.m. and you eat lunch at like, say, 3 p.m., That's just a normal day.
Yeah.
Not eating from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m., that's just a normal day. Like, you're just skipping a snack and having a late lunch. Assuming that you're also going to be
Yeah, that's
eating
true,
dinner
yeah.
at like 8 to 9 p.m.
Okay, I know a lot of you guys are concerned about my health, and I genuinely appreciate it. It is something important, and we should be mindful of it for sure. But here's the thing. You are looking at a snapshot
That's a big watermelon right there, man. That's a big watermelon.
of my life in one particular moment of time. You don't know the full story, how I got to this point, or why I'm even doing any of this. And I don't believe in limitations, especially when it comes to my diet. I'm here.
It's not pretty hard.
And the thing about this, I just had Wendy's. Shoot, I just had a Wendy's. And about like earlier today, man. Just had Wendy's. Bacon it, a Dave's quarter pounder with fries and a large lemonade. Shoot.
To assume how you got here. Like saying, you don't know how I got here. You just ate a lot of fucking food, I assume. You have no limitations on your diet. Yes, we can see that. We can see that.
Yeah, that's
it
true,
reflects on your body.
to enjoy my life and everything that it entails. So if that means I want to eat a cheeseburger, I'm going to eat a cheeseburger. And I don't care what size I am.
Budding?
A little later on, I found myself in someone's drive-thru, Wendy's to be exact, and I got their spicy chicken sandwich, which is one of my favorites, some spicy nuggets, and a junior bacon cheeseburger. Now, I will say, I was trying to eat healthy this entire day. Cave woman that I am, and I drank the fresh coconut water, and then I crack it open and eat the coconut meat, and that was all I ate for today.
In all honesty, if all she had was this coconut, the watermelon, a sandwich from Wendy's, nuggets from Wendy's, and a burger from Wendy's, that for her size, that's not that bad. If she was like 130 pounds, that would be bad. But like at her size, I'm pretty sure she's in a caloric deficit to lose weight.
So if we don't teach our kids sportsmanship early on in life, this is what it looks like.
Don't be this
when
guy.
they get older. Like, come on, bro.
This dude definitely peaked in high school. It's always the people who peaked in high school that have just you know what I'm saying, if you know, you know.
He's like, I wasn't good in high school, but I'm good now.
This video pisses me off so much because how about instead of teaching good sportsmanship, which this wasn't even bad sportsmanship, how about instead we teach her some nutrition? This dude definitely peaked in high school, yeah, and the number on her scale definitely peaked the last time she weighed herself. How is this even poor sportsmanship? Like, let's go over this. So she manages to actually hit the ball. That's pretty impressive.
Okay.
It goes past the pitcher into this guy's mitt. Now, what this guy could do is just throw the ball and get her out, but he decides to challenge her and run to the
okay, now I understand. Forgive me here. Okay. So he wanted her to run, but she refused to.
base. If this guy was all about just winning and being a bad sport, he would immediately just thrown the ball and gotten her out. But it looks like he was trying to give her a chance to actually make it to the base. And I personally think if she didn't give up, she would have actually made it.
That is
I
true.
don't think he was being a bad sport.
Judging by the distance, like he's like about like at least like 2 to 3 feet. She's like at least like 1 feet away from the first base. She had a head start too with that hit as well. So it's like she was obviously gonna make that. She was obviously gonna make the first base. It's just that she just gave up at the soon as he was blitzing. She could have like blitzed too, but like she gave up.
I think she was just afraid of getting challenged.
Yeah.
In fact, when I was growing up, the PE teacher would have actually said she is the bad sport for giving up. If she can't even run to first base, why is she even participating? I mean, she's going to get out eventually when she tries to run to second. She's not going to make it. What, are we supposed to just let her win or you're a bad sport because she made bad dietary choices in her life? Being a bad sport is if he, like, got her out, started, like, jumping up and down, celebrating, giving her the middle finger, and shit like that. Sprinting to the base after she already got halfway there on a head start is not being a bad sport.
Hey. Good, how are you? You need this, right? Awesome. Can we skip the scale? Thank you.
No, guys.
I'm sorry, I forgot to read. How I request not being weighed at my doctor's appointments. Thank you. Some people, man. Some people.
You don't understand. The doctor's just being a good sport, you know, not having her think about weight in her head, so the possibility of weight loss goes down even more. There might not be an actual number when you get up in the morning and look at yourself in the mirror, but it's definitely there. And the worst part is, that number gets bigger the more you ignore it. And then the bigger you get, the less likely you are to take a bath in your bathtub. Let me show you what that ends up like. Actually, I don't know if I can show you that because the woman on her porch getting hosed down by her husband because she can't.
Oh my gosh! Oh my god. What? Oh my goodness. Repeat that again. Ibs.
I don't know if I can show you that because it's a woman on her porch getting hosed down by her husband because she can't fit in her shower. What? If she did fit in her shower, it's probably not going to cover everything. It's not going to get every crease and fold, so she has to have her husband use a fucking pressure washer. What? Specifics. That's like a fucking Family Guy cutaway gag. Like a fat girl getting hosed down on the porch. Have you seen that some fat people are trying to say that being fat phobic and being like anti-fat is like somehow fascism? When you mention how the rise of weight loss is a symptom of fascism to your friend who goes to the slimming world.
What? What? What?
So your friend decided to get healthy, and you tell them that they fell for fascist propaganda? Dude, you sound like one of those chuds, but for, like, fat people. Like, POV,
Yeah.
you just lost 30 pounds.
I'm Hitler's top guy. What am I gonna do? Adolf Hitler chose me to lead the revolution.
I'm not gonna say this, and it's gonna suck for some of you, and I'm sorry, but I'm not. And some of you are just gonna ignore me or tell me I'm wrong. But here we go.
I bet you're
If you want to
wrong.
be an anti-fascist right now, you have to fight body fascism, and that
So being healthy is fascist. Okay.
includes your fat phobia. That means not letting yourself ask anymore if you look fat as a bad thing. That includes boycotting diet products.
That's right, guys. Go into Walmart, grab all the Diet Coke, and just dump it on the floor. You need to boycott this shit. I will be fat, and everybody else
And drink all the Coke you want, man. All right.
will also be fat. Because when everybody else is fat, then nobody's fat.
You cannot unlearn body fascism and cling to one ideal body standard in any way. And that means for yourself too. I know it sucks and I totally get it. I have an eating disorder. I understand wanting the validation. I understand wanting to feel thin enough. I understand wanting to feel like you are doing the right things in terms of a diet culture society.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This chick's a little bit chubby, but she's not like crazy fat. I feel like
Yeah.
she's purposely trying to become overweight so
That's-
she can become victimized
That's not good. That's not good. That's really not good.
in today's society and use these like weird buzzwords and feel like she's a part of the fat community or something. I feel like that's something people genuinely do nowadays is they stack these type of victim tokens. Like, let me just show you the next clip and you'll understand.
How are you practicing fat defiance in
Woo!
2026?
I've seen this clip. Jeez Louise.
I've been practicing fat defiance for many years.
Guys, I'm fat, black, and gay. I have 3 tokens. I'm fat, black, and I'm gay. You know, maybe next year I'll go transgender. Maybe next year I'll try to make up some bullshit and say I'm a Hebrew Israelite. So now I'm Jewish, fat, black, gay.
Hebrew Israelites aren't Jewish, man.
And transgender. So at that point, you basically have to worship me, right?
In 2026, well, I'm going to keep doing that by continuing to lead NAFA and civil rights work. I'm also going to do it by wearing whatever I want to, at whatever size I happen to be in 2026.
Existing
No one wants to see you in those type of clothes when you're that big, okay?
and just being and knowing that I'm a bad bitch.
He a bad B, you know what I'm saying? He a bad B. Man, like a black clown.
Period.
Once again, guys, fat, black, and gay. Like you just can't make this up.
I am living authentically. I am exploring.
Don't clock that. That's not clock
fashion
T.
in different ways, and
Well, you should probably try exploring a little bit harder, or maybe different areas. I'm sorry, but on top of being fat, this fit is absolutely horrendous.
taking up space, physically, emotionally.
Matter.
Yeah, I'm here, letting it all hang out.
Yeah, fat acceptance, people be like, I'm taking up space physically and joking about it, but when the airlines don't make it a joke.
Passenger says airline forced her to buy a second seat, sparking Bible debate over customer over customers of size policy. Oh man. Hey. If you're that big, you gotta get a second seat.
Joke anymore and charge you for 2 people, all of a sudden it's fascism, right? Let's say you weighed 400 pounds and you take up the 2 seats. Dog, you weigh the same amount as 2 big men and you take up 2
Yeah.
seats, you should be charged for 2 people.
I'm donating to NAFA and FatCon. You too can practice your fat defiance by joining a NAFA pod for just $5 a month.
Dude, imagine donating
I ain't
money
paying a
and it
subscription.
ends up going to fucking fat people. There
That's
are so
tough.
many people and organizations you could donate around the world that feed starving children around the world, and you decide to donate to people that obviously have ample amount of food. I get it, she's not donating exactly to fat people, so they're eating, they're not starving, she's donating to the fat organizations, but why do these people need your money? To host this kind of fucking pointless event? So you guys can
Because they want to feel accepted. No, not accepted. They want to feel validated for their virtue signaling, basically. They want brownie points, to be fair with you. They just want brownie points.
Have just some support system, that money could be going somewhere else, and it could be doing a lot more. I can name 5 groups of people off the top of my head that could use that donation a lot more. Cancer patients, Palestinians, hell, even Indian schools, natural disaster victims, and
Yep.
people with genuine disabilities, not made up bullshit disabilities like, oh, obesity, I just eat too much, so now I'm disabled. No, I mean like handicapped people. The last people
Yeah.
to get my donations would be already wealthy streamers and fat
Yeah,
people.
that is true.
Donating to fat people to be fat positive is like donating drug money to crackheads knowing they're gonna
Wow. These are literally zombies. No joke. This is Resident Evil up in here. Oof.
buy drugs with it and getting heart failure from the drugs. Donating to fat positivity. That's a fucking new one. When will you people get shame?
However much you can.
You gotta start bringing back. You gotta start bringing back shame then, because we gotta be the first one to do it. We have to be the first one to do it to bring back shame, and it trickles down to everybody starts shaming people.
It is a huge act of fat defiance to put your money towards great causes where we are creating fat
Great causes,
community
okay.
and creating change in the world like these organizations are doing.
Yeah, guys, donate to these people so they can give them more propaganda into feeling better about themselves and that they're totally not going to die of some kind of fat-related disease in like 10 to 20 years.
I think it's just being more confident in myself and like being confident in taking up space and not apologizing for it.
What's up with these people and taking up space?
But it is not what the world needs from you right now, babe. Go put on pants that fit you, because clothes are meant to fit the body. Go eat what feels good. Go take up space.
How come?
I don't think that was bad advice, to be honest with you.
Vegans and environmental people never come after fat people. Like, you do realize
That is
using
true.
fat
That is absolutely true. Why do they go after? They don't go after big people. I don't understand that. They don't go after people who eat meat. I want a juicy steak, medium rare. But yeah, I want some. But yeah, some. Shoot, what's the? But yeah, people from like who's a vegetarian or something like that want to stop me from eating meat. Oh, think of the animals. Let the animals have no souls. Animals don't have souls. Okay. Animals don't have souls. There's some animals that are smart though, but they're still animals. They don't have no souls. They don't have any souls, bro. And plus, don't people they eat almonds, like vegetarians eat almonds and like other stuff. Like aren't they killing like billions and billions of insects by doing that? Don't they kill billions and billions of insects? Like bees or, something like cute rodents like rabbits, squirrels. Don't they do that? Don't they do it off like the millions and billions? Well, from one cow you can get like what? How many meat? So it's like, come on now.
Speaking, is bad for the environment. Do you know how much energy goes into all those foods and snacks that you be consuming? Just because you're not consuming meat and you're consuming cakes,
a lot of energy,
and cookies and stuff, doesn't mean that energy isn't going into producing these type of stuff. Growing the ingredients, mixing the ingredients, transporting, packaging, all of this takes energy.
Absolutely.
Like, people always talk about how much energy it goes into producing a well-fed, fit for slaughter cow. But you don't realize that fat people weigh about a third of the size of that cow.
Whoa, what?
Cow. But you don't realize that fat people weigh about a third of the...
A finished beef cow typically weighs between 1,000 100 and 1,400 pounds, 500 to 640 kilograms, before slaughter. Often referred to as a live weight or hoof weight, while average often hover around 12 to 1,300 pounds. Weighs can range from 1,000 to over 1,500 pounds, depending on the breed, age, and whether they are grass or grain finished. Okay.
Size of that cow. These environmentalist liberal people who are fat will be like, no, you can't drive an oversized truck or a nice sports car because it's not fuel efficient and it's bad for the environment.
Not fuel efficient.
Their body is not fuel efficient and is bad for the environment.
Dang.
Engines are bad for the environment because they're not fuel efficient. Who fucking cares? They're fun to drive.
Exactly.
Oh, but all of a sudden, when I critique fat people, let people enjoy things, man.
You get canceled.
How about you let people fucking enjoy things for once? I mean, think about it. They're a third of the weight of a fit-for-slaughter cow. The cow takes 2 years to grow. Meanwhile, these people are fat for 50, 60 years. All they do is overeat, overconsume, and then either store that as unnecessary fat that they don't need or just shit it out. They probably use 2 to 3 times more resources than somebody under 200 pounds, and definitely 4 times as much as somebody under 150 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, man. I don't think you can be pro-environment and claim to be environmental friendly and be fat. It's just contradictory. And there is a difference between a person who's 500, 600 pounds and under 6 foot and like a 6'5" guy who needs to be 250 pounds to maintain a healthy weight. I think a lot of fat people just think they eat as much as a skinny person, but for some reason this magical metabolism is what's keeping them fat.
There's fast metabolisms and there's slow metabolisms. The metabolism it's not the main factor of you being big. You can have a slow metabolism and still be fit. You can have a fast metabolism and still be big. It all depends on your dieting and eating and your exercise. That's the most important fact. Exercise and dieting and what you eat.
I don't fucking care what you say. You're gonna sit here and call me fat. Call me fat, baby. But don't sit here and try to pretend like you don't eat pizza, you don't eat fast food, you don't do any of that. The only reason you get away with it is because of your fast metabolism.
I mainly eat rice all my life. That was not a part of the thing, but hey. It is what it is.
Yes, everybody eats pizza and fast food every now and then, but I promise you they don't eat as much as you do when they actually do. There's a stigma going around where fat people will see a skinny person eat a bunch of food like one time and be like, oh, this person can eat that much food and stay skinny. Surely I should be able to do the same. Not realizing that skinny person does this maybe once every other day. They either do it every other day or they do it once a day with workouts in between.
Some people don't have the luxury
or rarely do it once in a while
of a fast metabolism. You don't eat healthier than anybody else. I love it when people run to my comments and they're like, oh my god, you're so fat, you should try losing weight. The only reason I'm in this position is because I don't have your fast metabolism.
Metabolism is not a key factor in losing weight. It's not a key factor. It can help, but it's not a key factor. It's not a key factor.
If you had my metabolism and ate the way you do, you'd probably be bigger than me.
And then
not really, because if you have a slow metabolism, you just watch what you eat, because the food system is slow for you, so you have to just relax a bit.
In that case, I would find a calorie burning activity to do frequently. Here is UFC,
like football, soccer, basketball, running. Any type of sport that's like physically active, you go and do that if you have a slow metabolism. Matter of fact, if you're big at all, come on.
Lightweight, rank number 1, Arman Sarukian eating a bunch of McDonald's, but guess what? He's not fat and weighs in at 155 pounds on weigh-in day because he actually exercises. Here's another UFC lightweight at 155 he has to weigh in, and outside of training, he usually weighs around 198 to 200 pounds.
Wow.
I'd rather be fat and happy than ripped, and like these people who are ripped all year round aren't happy. I'm not arsed. I don't care what they say.
So this guy has a pretty similar metabolism to you, but is able to cut down to say, 175 pounds because I'm pretty sure they cut like 15 to 20 pounds of water weight, which is pretty unhealthy for a normal person to do. But he's still able to cut out like 20 pounds of fat because he actually exercises, unlike this person.
Yeah.
So the pizza he's eating, he deserves to eat it. Again, I'm not saying you need to be training like a UFC fighter. I'm just saying if you ate like a normal person and exercised regularly, you would look like a skinny person.
Kayla Martin just posted a video about how she eats a Big Mac for breakfast, like all the time, every time she's hungover. If I ever came to the internet and ate a fucking Big Mac on camera, the amount of comments of fat shaming, don't get me wrong, I already get fat shamed on a daily basis. But
Wow.
the amount of more fat shaming I would get would be insanity. But because she's skinny and cute, it's okay.
Yeah, it is. Having one Big Mac every now and then for breakfast honestly isn't even that bad. I went through that chick's TikTok and I couldn't actually find her eating a Big Mac for breakfast, but yeah, I mean, she's pretty skinny. She's obviously in a caloric deficit. Let's use cats, for example. If you saw a skinny or just a moderate weighted cat eating food, you'd be like, wow, that's just a cat eating food. You see these big chonkers eating food, and you would think, oh, wow, maybe the owner should take that away. This is borderline animal abuse. You see a skinny girl eating a Big Mac for breakfast, you'd probably think maybe she needs that. And you see a fat person doing the same thing, and it's like, well, you don't really need that.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha, bitch!
What? Yo, that caught me off guard. Oh my gosh. Yo, that caught.
What's good, guys? Enjoying the video? That's great. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and turn on the notifications to know when I upload another video. Also, tune into the live streams. We're live on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, so choose whichever platform that fits best for you. Also, join the Discord, link in the description down below. And I noticed that most of you guys are watching my videos but not subscribed. If you guys are watching the video and liking it, hit the subscribe button. It's free. Without further ado, let's get back into the video.
Yo, that caught me off guard, man. That caught me off guard. Hold on. I was about to say, always a fridge protecting the snacks. Key context of this.
Really?
Sorry.
That.
Nah, man. It's, I was gonna say during the thing, it was a fridge protecting the snacks, and then swoop, the fridge got stolen with a snack.
You don't really deserve that. What?
Oh my
the snatch
goodness.
is kind of diabolical.
Yeah,
I can't lie.
man.
That is kind of tough. That's tough luck. Jarvis, enhance this video.
Nah,
Dude,
clip that,
she
Jarvis.
snatched that so quickly.
More insights from Sylvia Federici's Calaman in the Witch on primitive accumulation.
Body fat and capitalism.
I'm not even gonna say anything.
I'm about to say the thing just froze. I'm like, what?
I'm not gonna say. We're just gonna skip this one.
I'm gonna spiral.
Let's go.
And I'm gonna bring you along with me.
We love that.
So I
Buckle
said,
in. Let her off the leash.
She's
Buckle in.
buckled up. So I said,
Dude, I don't mean to be rude, but none of these people have necks.
I'm sitting at my computer, doing research for this episode, and pulling up statistics.
You're on the line, Ibs. You're on the line, but you're not. But you're not wrong, though. You're not wrong.
I find something that the CDC released in 2009 to tally the financial losses linked to their overweight employees. So it's called Lean Works, stands for leading employees to activity and nutrition.
She heard activity and nutrition and got triggered, man.
Yep,
You
I
just
know
can't
it.
Make this
Always
up.
those,
Debunk
always those two words. Most of those.
common fat phobic myths, part 1. Myth number 1, fat people don't care about their health. That is not a myth. That is true. Because if you cared about your health, you would not be fat. At least not this fat. If you're a little bit chubby, you know, maybe 20 pounds overweight, you could be like, well, I work out and blah, blah, blah. You know, I might not eat the best, but I try.
Yeah.
I'd be all right, you know, whatever. But being this fat, this is unhealthy. False. Health is not determined by size. Many factors contribute to a person's health, including genetic, environment, mental health, and access to care. A person's health cannot be judged accurately based off their body size alone. That is not true.
What?
You can, well, I wouldn't say accurately, But you can be like, okay, this person's overweight and that's unhealthy. That
Yes,
is a fair assessment.
you can,
Let me go
yeah.
on a bit of a schizo tangent. So this is what happens when doctors are now saying that men are women and women are men and men can get pregnant.
That's not true. There's only 2 genders, and men can't get pregnant. I repeat, 2 genders, and men can't get pregnant. Oh, flooding the comments. I'm about to get canceled for that one.
Shit. This is the slippery slope because you saying all this shit when your eyes are clearly telling you something otherwise. Now these fat people are saying, no, you can't just look at me and say I'm unhealthy even though I'm 500 fucking pounds. Like, dude, come on. And these same people freak out when their doctor actually recommends them to lose weight too.
Gaslighting that fat people face is sadly still very real and alive. I recently went to the doctor in regards to having an infection and talking about managing my type 2 diabetes, and the person, the doctor, just automatically assumed that I do not take care of myself.
You want me to say it, or should you see it yourself?
Start going on about how I need to be on a proper diet. And then I said to them, how do you know I'm not on a proper diet?
I can see it for myself.
Gee, I don't know. Maybe it's because of the sheer size of you.
Yeah.
And your doctor's the gaslighter here, not you?
Because while I'm not going to act like the way I eat is 100% perfect, and yes, I do have a history of... However, I've been doing such a great job of eating my vegetables before I eat my protein and fat, before I eat my starch, and I've been drinking a lot of water, and he also assumed that I do not...
Hold on, you can eat starch? I didn't know this. I didn't even you can eat starch, to be honest with you. I didn't know that.
Drink enough water, but I'm a freaking fish. I had to explain to this person that I exercise almost every day. Now, am I powerlifting? Am I doing acrobatics? No, it's more so walking or doing some resistance exercise, but nonetheless, I'm doing it.
First off, if you're type 2 diabetic, you really shouldn't be eating starches like at all. And yeah, the exercises you're doing, walking and doing some resistance exercises isn't enough either. I know we're doing like a cutaway within a cutaway, but this is kind of what fat people think exercise is.
I am addicted to working out, so we are going to go to a Pilates class.
Pilates?
Which in reality, moving this much weight technically is like actually decent exercise for them. But is it enough to like help your type 2 diabetes? Probably not.
And the guy is sleeping on the left side, man. My gosh.
If I were in a smaller body, I can guarantee you I would not be accused of not eating well or not taking care of myself properly.
Yes, because that is how the truth works. If you were smaller, you would be smaller. Yes, indeed. I also know some skinny people with type 2 diabetes, and their doctor also tells them to eat properly.
Thing is, fat people, we can do everything right, but if the labs don't look great, or if we have, once again, another infection, it's suddenly our fault. Instead of saying, oh, well, clearly you're not eating well because of the way your labs or your frequency of infections are looking, maybe you could say, hey, how is your diet going? Are you eating balanced meals? Let me know about that. But instead you just automatically assume, especially someone who's been trying so hard to, keep being in recovery from this thing. I can't say it out loud of getting in trouble on TikTok. I'm so proud of the choices that I make. I feel so empowered by my knowledge about nutrition. Just to have a doctor just assume the worst.
I do see her point on that. It is kind of fucked up that a doctor just sees her being fat and just assumes that she's not eating right. They could word it a bit better, but like, are you really eating the best? I mean, if she is, props to her and props to her for learning more about nutrition.
And there's a whole layer of being both fat and a woman. You know that historically and presently, we don't listen to women. We say they're dramatic. We don't take their pain seriously. I shouldn't feel this dread to want to get help, knowing that the person is going to talk over me and act as if they know me and my body and the way I feel.
What the fuck was that? I didn't put this in.
What the heck? What the heck's happened?
You want to get help, knowing that the person is going to talk over me and act as if they know me and my body and the way I feel.
What the fuck just happened? First she was talking, now the Smurfs came in out of nowhere.
What the fuck was that? I didn't put this in the video. Who put these Smurfs at the outro? What the fuck? First we have the horse mask, and now we have some weird ass Smurf outro. Anyways, back
Trying
to
to promote
the
their
myths of
movie.
being fat or whatever. Myth number 2, being fat is a choice. False. Weight is influenced by genetics, environment, metabolism, and other factors
Say anything, that's the
beyond
other
personal
one.
control. It's not simply a result of poor decisions or lack of willpower. Dude, I think that's just a lack of accountability and you not taking control of your life. While yes, these can be factors, I think these are minor factors. I think the major factor here is that you're eating more calories than you're burning. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just science, man. This fat just doesn't come out of nowhere. It just doesn't spawn on you. You're eating improperly and your body's storing it as fat. If you didn't eat them, then it wouldn't be stored as fat. I'd also like to note that this is very different from like water weight from bloating due to like stress or something. That usually contributes to like maybe 10 to 30 pounds of overweightness. This chick is not bloating from water weight from stress or something. She is making
Nope.
horrible decisions and eating the wrong things.
Yep.
Myth number 3, fat people are lazy and don't exercise. We already kind of went over this where fat people think like doing Pilates for 30 seconds is proper exercise and going out for a walk. Like,
It's
I'm
not.
glad that they're doing that. It's definitely a starting point, but that's all it is a starting point. You're doing exercises that's meant for like 3-year-olds. False. Many fat people engage in various forms of exercise, from hiking to dancing, and enjoy movement as part of a healthy lifestyle. Physical activity should be about enjoyment and overall well-being, not just weight loss. Well, when you're this big, it should be about weight loss. You can't be this big, go for a walk, and being like, well, I just enjoy walks. I don't enjoy intense exercises, and then wonder why you're not losing any weight. Once again, you're doing exercises that a 30-pound toddler does to build up his muscles so he can walk properly, and
That's
you're doing
true,
this
yeah.
as a 500, 600-pound woman.
Question. Can you tell me what category of fat I fit in? So it's based on your
Just categories from fat now? Okay.
shirt size. So if you are a 1 or 2X, you are small fat. 3 to 4X, you are mid fat. 5 to 6X, you are super fat.
5 to 6X, you are super fat. Overall, you're still big. You're still big.
Is based on what level of privilege you have in the world.
Dude, you see what I mean when I say that these fat people use their fat as like a token for the victim card? Oh,
Yeah.
you're only a double XL? Well, I'm a quadruple XL, so you have
I'm a quintuple XL.
to bow down and worship me.
So someone in a small fat category may not struggle getting on an airplane, but someone in a mid fat or super fat may not be able to use even the airplane extender. So that's where that comes in, and like the privilege levels of like what fat means to different people.
Dude, I'm telling you, we need to add airline seats to the list of enemies fat people have next to vegetables and exercise. Oh, and apparently add towels to that list too, because a lot of fat people are complaining about how no towels fit them to wrap around their body.
And I want to talk about something that never fails to get me. And the thing I'm talking about are freaking towels. So I've tried on towels and have yet to find one that fits my body.
So you're wondering if there are plus size friendly towels or towels for bigger bodies. And I'm here to tell you there are. Let me show you just how incredible these towels are. This right here is a bath sheet and it fits around my entire body as a size 6X.
Nigga, that's a twin-sized bed sheet. Well, I'm sorry, did she say a bed?
Yo, Ibs, bro. Nah, you got me with the N-word, bro. You got me with that, like, you got me with that one, bro.
Bath sheet? Like, that seems like something a family would take to the beach to picnic on.
And this right here is the oversized travel towel, which works as a beach towel. I'm super passionate about sharing resources and products that help me live my best plus size life, and these towels are definitely it. You can find them linked up in my bio.
I feel like these people are given like heavy signs of when they need to lose weight, and using a plus size beach towel is definitely it. I mean, seeing a number 6 next to the X on your clothing items is also a pretty good telltale sign.
Yeah,
but needing
that's
a
true.
plus size beach towel is like it's right in your face. You need to lose weight.
Yeah.
Clearly wrong with the woman on the right. You cannot determine someone's health just by how they look.
Yes, the freak you can. If you have any
Yeah.
thinking skills, you can see that this person is objectively unhealthy.
Oh, hey, that was me. And actually, in that picture, I was only 500 pounds.
Guys, that was me
Whoa,
in this picture.
500 pounds?
Okay, that was me. And actually, in that picture, I was only 500 pounds.
Guys, that was...
Wow. 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 Wow.
Me, and in this picture, I was only 1/4 of a ton. I feel like a lot of people don't realize just how big 500 pounds is. Like 250 pounds for an adult male is considered large, and if we're talking about a buff 250 pound male, that just shows that they've been working really hard to gain that kind of physique and also had a really good diet. Like for example, John Cena, who is obviously a very ripped buff dude,
you can't see me
even on steroids, is
Thomas now
250 pounds, and you weighed 2 John Cenas. I don't even know how that's possible. Are you guys
John
ready
Cenas
to
is
play?
crazy.
You are too big to be doing that. PSA to all my plus size
Whoa,
people.
we don't need to see this. We Oh my gosh, we don't need to see that. We don't need to see that. We don't need to see yeah, we don't need to see that.
Life. Actually, I have. Here's a guy in Walmart riding one of these scooters. At first, you might think that's like an old lady screaming until you get closer and realize, no, that's the cart screaming for help. I don't want to...
Yo, the gravity force was just, oh my goodness, man. I knocked her in the wall.
Go too hard on this clip because these look like high schoolers, but like, dude, like,
yeah.
Clearly she got to the chair first. You don't need to kill her. I don't even have words for this. Like, you just shouldn't be doing that. You just gotta be more self-aware. Bro, they are shaking the car so badly that their phone fell. Do you know how much more they probably pay in gas than the average person due to their weight, making their car's gas mileage go down?
How many sugars do you have in your Pepsi?
A 2. A 3.
Oh, that's gonna. That is high weight to get to a high blood pressure right there, man.
Enough sugars.
Yeah, don't drink that, please.
What the? I'm confused at the point where she uses the long side of the spoon to make. People, bro.
Don't drink that concoction. I'm hoping that's a diet soda that they added like a little bit of extra sugar to make it taste more real. But then again, the dietness, the false sweetness from the diet soda should be enough for you, man.
Hey, you.
You're home early.
Couldn't wait any longer. You look amazing.
Dude, that is so gross. Did I just watch a guy grope some girl's back boobs?
And plus, the voices are AI anyways.
Also, this is an advertisement for a dress. I love how the guy is like some good-looking, fit guy, and the girl's like, well, we can't see her face or anything, but she's obviously overweight. Like, if we're so fat acceptant, how come we don't have a fat man in the picture too? Like, you rarely see fat men in these fat acceptance like videos.
Because if it was a fat dude, they will automatically would tell him, go to the gym, go exercise, look like a tub of crap. But if it's a woman that's oversized, oh, you're girl, you look good. Girl, you slay queen, yeah, babe. You big and beautiful all by yourself. Basically that.
Videos in groups, unless they're like gay. But it's that double standard again where it's like, this is supposed to be beautiful and empowering. But if a dude did this, man, put a shirt on, nigga. Like,
can you explain what an incel is? So incel is like someone who is involuntarily celibate. That loser sitting on Reddit for 23 hours a day,
or Discord,
with Cheeto dust and empty Mountain Dew cans all around them.
So basically, your looks match. All you needed was the wrong side of the coin on the coin toss, and that would literally be you. Like, you would be that guy on Reddit with Cheeto dust around him. If you were born a male.
I'm just gonna paint you an image, and like the fedora's a little crusty, and the neck beard is strong, but the facial hair is weak. And there's a bald spot in the back.
Does this look pretty accurate to what she was describing?
And you can just see the fedora just hanging on for dear life. And he's sitting there muttering under his breath about how like Jessica Alba's ugly.
Right.
You know,
literally,
like,
yeah.
that's what you're talking about.
Notice how she's dancing around it and she doesn't mention weight. She might mention diet, but she never mentions weight. Yeah, the person you're talking about is also just as fat as you, if not smaller than you.
Yep.
I hate.
I've been seeing people say it's fat phobic to work out because not wanting to be fat is fat. What?
To tell you this, but actively not wanting to be fat is indeed fat phobic. Also, your statement just indicated that people who work out are also people who do not want to be fat.
Yeah,
Did
we don't want to be
you know
big.
that fat people work out without wanting to become thin? Did you know that
Big body people, yes. There's brolic people that were used to be big. I used to be fat. Now they're huge. They turn that fat into muscle. You can do that.
you can work out for reasons other than wanting to change your physical appearance?
But also in the process, you do lose weight. Kind of, a little bit.
The fitness and diet industry has absolutely perverted what exercise is and what it is good for, like mental health and cardiovascular health. The industry has brainwashed us into thinking that we can micromanage and control our bodies and exactly what every part of our bodies look like. Sure, you can control your body to some extent, but not through healthy means.
Dude, this is such cope. Yeah, dude, the fitness industry has this huge conspiracy that, like, working out is good for your, like, mental health and your, like, cardiovascular. Like, what? What are we saying here, man? Okay, like, the mental health, I'll give you the benefit that even though that is true that if you lose weight and commonly exercise, you will have better mental health. That is 100% true. But let's just give them the benefit of the doubt and say that's a placebo, right? Cardiovascular health? We're going to argue that? This has got to be bait, dude. She is walking proof that if you lost weight, you would have better mental health because her mental health seems off the charts. What are you eating the day as a fat girl?
Whoa. S'mores donut? That's a lot. If it's like a plain donut with sprinkles, I won't judge. I'm not gonna knock at you at that though. Or glazed donut. Again, I'm not gonna knock at you at that again. Not going to. Or bagel. That's good. Or like a donut bagel thing. You know? Yeah. I'm not gonna knock at you with that. But breakfast s'mores donut, bro?
A s'mores donut for breakfast. But wait, there's more. A maple bacon donut. But she only...
So, you're going for 2 for 2. Okay.
Only has one bite, guys, right? A bite, though, is apparently half the fucking donut. And here she's having a chicken kale salad, right? And fat people will be like, guys, look, I'm eating so healthy. I ate so healthy.
But are you moving healthy, though? No.
Oh, guys, I ate a salad, right? That's what you guys want me to eat, right? Forgetting that they ate a fucking maple bacon donut and a s'mores donut for breakfast. This was 2,000 calories right here. This is a protein bar.
Those three things are 2,000 calories already? My gosh. Well, plus that
a s'mores donut for breakfast.
Plus that drink over there, that milk over there, that's like about like what, 250? Maybe 3?
This was 2,000 calories right here. She then has a protein bar, a zero sugar vitamin water, and a protein shake, and then finishes it off with a large fry.
I don't understand. If you're having protein shakes, if you're having protein shakes or drinking Gatorade or something like that, and if you're not exercising, why, or not doing any activity with that, why are you drinking it in the first place? That's my question. You have protein shakes. Work out while drinking that protein shake. If you got vitamin water, if you got a Powerade or Gatorade or I don't know about body it's coconut water, but if you got those Powerade and Gatorade and stuff like that, and you're drinking it, and you're not like exercising it, first off, those electrolytes are going to go to waste.
Correct!
Second, why are you drinking it in the first place? And third, that may cause gain weight. That can gain weight.
Correct!
And you're not doing anything active or not moving, like, or not exercising. Come on now.
A McDonald's and a McDouble. Well, at least you took the bun off the McDouble. That doesn't really matter when you ate 2 fucking donuts for breakfast.
Yeah.
Two extreme donuts. She didn't go for like the regular glazed donut.
No. Yeah, see? Bro, come on. Yo, all right. I'll be Yo, Ibs, man. Me and you think alike, bro.
She went for the extreme fucking crumble cookie-sized donuts. Fat people will eat this for breakfast and then eat a salad for lunch and go for a walk and be like, but guys, I exercise and eat right though. I exercise and eat right. I went for a 3-minute walk and I had a salad. Fat people will eat this, but then when it comes to their vitamin water, will go 0 sugar, and when it comes to their McDouble, they'll have it with no bun. I probably shouldn't eat today. I'm already too big. Your brain needs 300 calories a day to think. Your lungs need 280 calories a day to breathe. Your liver needs 500 calories a day just to detox and do its job. Your bones need 13 calories a day just to exist. You burn around 100 calories a day just to be able to see. Your heart needs 400 calories a day to survive. Your size doesn't erase your body's needs. You deserve to refuel your body no matter the body size. No, yeah, she's right. You have to eat your maintenance calories to literally live. The problem is you guys are eating a little too much over that.
That's 16,000. That's 1,600. Sorry, 1,600. That's a lot.
3,000 more calories over that, in fact. The fact that you know this is actually worse because you know what it takes to be in a caloric deficit. You just choose not to do it. If you want to just say, hey, I don't care about my health and I just love food and I just want to eat what I want, I would have more respect for that than you trying to say, well, I'm just trying to fit my body's needs, and try to bullshit your way and try to convince people that what you're doing is somehow healthy. Yeah. Society remixing fat to be seen as ugly when it used to be seen as desirable. So first off, there's a lot of things.
What? No.
Things that society used to be okay with that is not now okay. And there was reasons as to why it was seen as desirable. One, it was a sign of wealth. If you were a fat man, you were probably a ruler or just a really wealthy man that could afford good food. If you're a woman, you were seen as more fertile because you had less complications during pregnancy and you could give birth better. Due to modern advancements, everybody now eats like a king did 500 years ago.
Yep.
And due to modern advancements, people don't have pregnancy issues as much. And due to modern advancements, we can see the health of your arteries and your heart due to your weight.
My husband said I can eat a piece of cake if it fits on this tiny plate, okay? Okay, guys?
Always knows. Whoa!
What the hell is even that?
Oh, give me strength, Lord. Give me strength.
Baby.
That's almost like half the cake. That or like 1/3 of it.
What the fuck?
Same reaction as you, dude. That's like 1/3 to a half of the cake in general. Not a small, not even a medium piece. Not even a medium piece. The whole cake itself. Wow.
Yeah, only a spoonful. Technically, that doesn't fit on the plate. It is drooping all over the edges. I get the joke. Technically, it doesn't fit, but I do think this is the perfect allegory for fat people. It's almost like a metaphor, like the cake is the fat person, and the plate is an airline seat, and they're bleeding into the other airline seats. I guess you gotta eat a lot of mass to take up a lot of mass, but I think we're gonna be ending the video here.
Yeah, thank God, bro. Yo, shout outs to Ibs, man, for the video, man. Yeah, this fat acceptance nonsense is crazy. Wow, this is I got one word to say it. This is wild. This is not wild. I was just say a lot. This is really a lot. But again, shout out to Ibs for the video, man. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification when I upload another video. Tune into the live streams. The original video link description down below. Follow me on all socials. With all being said, this is Jeremiah. God bless you all. Jesus loves you all. Repent, be saved, and stay fit. I'm out of here. Peace.
It's fine.